Hello students, in this video we are going to discuss about significant figures. So first of all, what are significant figures? When I say significant figures, I mean those digits in a measured quantity which are reliable, including one additional digit that is uncertain. So whenever I measured something, I get the answer. So in the answer, the reliable digits plus one additional digit that is uncertain. Now these digits combinedly give the significant figures. So we can write significant figures as those digits in a measured quantity which are known reliably, right? So these are those digits which are reliable plus one additional digit that is uncertain, that is keep on changing, right? So that uncertain digit, one uncertain digit along with the reliable digits give the significant figures. Let's see an example. So for example, we have the number, or there are three students that are calculating or observing an incident and noting down the time period for that incident to happen. So student number 1, 2 and 3, these students record time as 20 minutes, 20 minutes, right? Second student 20.5 digit minutes. Third student 20.2 minute. Now the digit this 20, these are the reliable digits because these are same in all the three observations, while the digit here 0.5 or 0.2, or we can write it here 20.0, right? These are the uncertain digits. So one reliable digits plus one uncertain digit give the total number of significant figures, right? So in this answer the number of significant figure is 3 because there are two reliable digits, that is 20, and one uncertain digit. Similarly, if I take the number 273.6, someone else take the reading as 273.4, while there is someone who take the reading as 273.2, right? So these three are the reliable digit, and this decimal digit 6, 4 and 2, this is uncertain. So total significant digits are 4, means 2, 7, 3, and the last one, that is the decimal digit, is also comes under the category of significant figures. So the number has 4 significant figures, right? This is called significant figures. Now to determine the number of significant figures, there are some standard rules that we are going to study, that is the rules for determining number of significant figures in a measured quantity. So let's start with the rules one by one. The very first rule is all non-zero digits are significant. जो भी measured quantity का number है उसमें जितने भी non-zero digits हैं, all non-zero digits are significant figures. For example, if we have a number 13.26, in the number 13.26 we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 digits. So there are 4 significant digits, right? In the number we have 4 significant digits. Second rule, all zeros between two non-zero digits are significant. All zeros in the number that comes between two non-zero digits are significant. For example, if I have the number 1,000.002, so I have the number 1,000.002. This number has significant digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so we have to count all the zeros because these are between two non-zero digits. That's why all the zeros comes between two non-zero digits comes under the category of significant figures. Okay, so there are 7 digits. Next rule, the third one is all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of an understood decimal point are non-significant. Okay, so the third point, this is the point that we have to see carefully. All zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of an understood decimal, to the left of an understood decimal are not significant. Not as important. Okay, are not significant. So if we have a number like 86400, if we have a number 86400, so these two zeros are to the right of non-zero digits but left of understood decimal, because इसके बाद हमारा 0.00 that is understood. So understood decimal का left है और non-zero digit का right है, then in that case these two are not significant. So the number of significant figures are 3 in this measured value. So in the number 86400 there are only 3 significant figures while these two are non-significant. Come to the next rule. Fourth rule is that all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of a decimal point are significant. Fourth point है all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of a decimal point are significant. Now here's the catch in point number 3 and 4. Point number 3 and 4 में जो difference है वो यहाँ पर है understood decimal and decimal. Alright, understood decimal and decimal. So if number is written like 86400, there are 3 significant figures. But if number is written like 86400.0, that means they have mentioned a decimal point here. There is no understood decimal but there exists a decimal. Then in that case, if this decimal exists, all these digits are significant. So in this case there are 5 significant digits, while in the above case there are 3 significant digits. Come to the next rule, rule number 5. Fifth rule states that all zeros to the right of a decimal point, all zeros to the right of a decimal point are significant. Let's see what it states. For example, I have 3 numbers, 151, another one is 151.0, another one is 151.00. Okay, so 151 has 3 significant digits. It is very clear. Now 151.0, this is the point that all zeros to the right of a decimal point. Decimal point के right में जितने zeros होते हैं, they all are significant. That means it contains 4 and it contains 5 significant digits. This is according to the rule number 5. Right? So move to the rule number 6. Now according to the 6, all zeros to the right of a decimal point but to the left of a non-zero digit are non-significant. What the sixth point states, all zeros to the right of decimal point, means decimal के बाद आ रहे हैं, but to the left of a non-zero digit are not significant. Right? So what is the thing? If we have zeros to the right of a decimal point, means decimal point के बाद zero है but वो नॉन ज़ीरो डिजिट के लेफ्ट में है, मीन्स उन ज़ीरो के बाद भी कुछ नॉन ज़ीरो डिजिट्स प्रेजेंट हैं, then in that case those zeros are not significant. For example, if we have the number like 0.161 and if we have one more number 0.0161, so 0.161 is very clear, it has 3 significant digits, while in this case 0.0161, so here decimal के बाद 0 है, right? We have 0 at the right of the decimal, but if this 0 is also at the left of a non-zero digit, so these will not be counted in significant digits. So in the number 0.0161 there also exist only 3 significant digits, right? So यहाँ पर भी 3 significant numbers ही exist करते हैं. Let's see the last rule. Number 7 is the number of significant figures does not depend on the system of units, right? So number of significant figures does not depend on system of units. For example, if I write 16.4 centimeter, it has 3 significant digits. If I write it in MKS system, it will be 0.164 meters. Then again there are 3 significant digits. Also if I write in SI system, that is in kilometers, then it will be 0.000164 kilometers. Again there are 3 significant digits or figures. That means the number of significant figures present in a measured value will remain same if we convert it into from one system to another. अगर हम क्वांटिटी का मेजरिंग सिस्टम चेंज कर रहे हैं, उससे उसके सिग्निफिकेंट फिगर्स के नंबर पे इफेक्ट नहीं पड़ेगा. इट विल रिमेन सेम in all the units, in all the systems. Okay, so these are the rules to find the number of significant figures. Now let's see some examples. If we have to find the significant figures in number 2.000, right, in number 2.00, so we know that decimal के बाद के जो zeros होते हैं हमारे, that we count. So ये हो जाएगा 4 significant figures in the number. Okay, similarly अगला जो आपका है that is 5100. So 5100 में again we have to calculate the whole number, right? Means this is the number 5100 where after it there exists an understood decimal. So we know that all zeros to the right of a non-zero digit but to the left of an understood decimal like these one are not significant. So the number of significant figures here are 2. Okay, now the next one is 0.050. 0.050. Now come to the sixth point, as it say that all zeros to the right of a decimal but to the left of a non-zero digit, just like 0.0161. इसमें हमने ये zero को count नहीं किया था. Similarly here we are not going to count the zero, this zero. So only the significant figures are 2. Okay, 5 and 0. So in that manner we can read the number of significant figures present in a measured value. This is about the significant figure. Now in short, I also want to tell you how to round off our measured value. So there are some rules that we have to remember if we are rounding off a measured value. First is, if we are dropping a number that is smaller than 5, then the preceding digit is left unchanged. Means rounding of digit, हमारा जिस digit को हमें round करना है, rounding of digit is less than 5, then in that case preceding digit, जो उससे पहले वाला digit होगा, remains unchanged. But if this rounding of digit is greater than 5, right, if rounding of digit is greater than 5, then it, in that case, this preceding digit must be increased by 1. okay, so अगर less than 5 है then हमें वैसे ही छोड़ देना है उसको, और अगर greater than 5 है, जिस digit को हम round off कर रहे हैं वो, then हमें preceding digit में 1 add करना है. Next point that we have to remember is, if the digit जो हमें drop करना है वो actually 5 है, मतलब ना वो less than 5 है ना वो greater than 5 है, it is 5 and it is followed by some non-zero digit. Means if there is a number like 13.254, means हमें चाहिए number up to this digit. So अगर हमारा जो dropping digit है वो 5 है and इसके बाद एक non-zero number भी है, digit भी है, then in that case this preceding digit will be increased by 1. Means rounding of digit is actually is equal to 5 and it is followed by a non-zero digit. उसके बाद भी कोई number exist करता है, then preceding digit will be increased by 1. okay, so यहाँ पर 2 का 3 हो जाएगा, will be increased by 1. Next rule is that if the digit to be dropped is 5, if that is exactly 5 not followed by any non-zero digit, means it is ending on 5 like this, 13.25, and we have to drop this digit, then there are two possible situations, that the preceding digit can be even or the preceding digit can be odd. So इसमें दो cases हैं, the number that we are dropping is 5 and preceding is even, then unchanged रहेगा digit, उसमें कोई भी change नहीं होगा, then it remains unchanged. But if preceding digit is odd, then increased by 1. okay, so अगर इस 5 से पहले 1 होता, मीन्स odd digit होता, तब हम उसको increase by 1 मीन्स 2 कर देते, और because यहाँ पर इसमें 5 से पहले 2 है, that is even, so it will remain like this, बस 5 drop हो जाएगा. So these are the rules to round off our measured answer. So we have to keep in mind these factors while rounding off the answer that we observe or that we calculate. These will be helpful in that. So this was all about the significant figures and how we can round off our measured value. In next video we will be moving towards error analysis and error propagation. For that, stay tuned and keep studying. Thank you.